Howdy, my chickadee hounds, folks. I'm your host, Mr. Scythe. And welcome back to Let's Play Metroid Prime 3 Echo. Corruption. I'm corrupted. In the last episode, we finished up with Brio, destroyed the seed, did all the stuff that we had to do there, and now we're heading to Elysia. Elysia, the green splatform. You might be wondering why I landed back on Brio, and that's because of the fact that I saved there. Because cutscene was in the way, like you saw at the beginning of the episode, and I couldn't save, and I couldn't do anything, and this is a different recording session. No one really cares about that, okay? Okay. So here in the wonderful world of Elysia, and there is the Leviathan. It's like a giant eyesore. It's like the blue storm on Jupiter, but Jupiter has a red storm. This place is quite interesting because it's in the sky clouds, just like Bespin. Bespin. It's the Cloud City on Bespin. Yeah. So, general rule of thumb that I have been following so far throughout this project is that I try my best to ignore a lot of the items as I'm going through in order to save face for later, to try and make everything as concise as possible in the treasure chests. Treasure hunt, by the way, shoot these and then scan them. These are lore entries that are important.
Your highest priority is to get Skytown's Aurora unit back online. It will help you find a way to reach the sea. We will upload its coordinates to you now. Proceed with caution. Gore's whereabouts and disposition are still unknown.
But, yeah, so scan those whenever you find them. That type of thing pops up, we actually have to shoot them in only one spot, which is here in Elysia, but, you know. But, as I was saying, on Norian and Brio so far, I have had to deliberately ignore certain items, and that's going to be apparent again later on in a different area. But Elysia is actually the exception to that rule, because I want to try and avoid coming back here at any given point. And while we're actually coming through here, there's an opportunity to get every item before doing the main treasure hunt. So all the items throughout the playthrough will be obtained through here. Ow. And yeah, so all the parts of Elysia, you'll want to actually probably watch through the whole thing to make sure you find everything. But there are some definitely very important pieces of gear that we are going to want to get. Oh, these are tin bots. I'm gonna skip them. You can use a charge beam shot to just one-hit kill them. And there's a group here as well, but I'm actually gonna ignore them because I just feel like it. Also, one thing to note as well, I didn't mention this on Brio, and I don't know why I didn't, but you'll actually want to scan the doors as well. Even though, like, the blue energy doors, usually you only need to scan one of one type to, like, you know, get it. Every single planet has a different style of door, and each one of them is a separate scan for your logbook as far as I'm aware. So you'll actually want to get them. So obviously this missile expansion you cannot miss. So you might as well just get it now. And over here, you can't do anything with that. I love and I hate the zipline sections. The reason I love them is because it's such a unique way to get around. I will hit puberty eventually, I promise. But the thing that annoys me the most is the obstacles that they throw at you on them. They're, like, really fussy about the obstacles they throw. Some of them, they're really hard to shoot, and they get gradually harder as you go along. So staying here isn't particularly smart. Like, Having to keep coming back here for items and stuff like that isn't particularly smart. So like items like that, you can see a missile expansion through that window. You can now also see how you're supposed to get to it, because we can't get to it right now. And obviously I can't actually go through there yet, so we gotta go this way. This will show you what? This will show you why you can't get to it yet, if I am, you know, actually somewhat competent at getting around. You notice that's a spider ball track? Yeah, the spider ball returns in this game. A couple of items that we got in the first 2 primes will be returning in this game. However, not all of them. And some of them, unfortunately, don't make a cameo, which is totally fine. I don't know why I tried to jump over that, but as you go to leave, bad things happen to good people. Ah, it's him. So this is a Steam Lord, and these tin bots will not be destroyed. You have to knock them down and incapacitate them in order to get the Steam Lord guy to appear and start trying to repair them. When he does, give him a couple shots. This fight does become a lot easier later. He will also do that. He will actually disable your hyper mode, which is kind of annoying, but he's not too hard to fight, really. Let's see, he's down, and he gives you an energy tank for your efforts. So this one, obviously, you cannot miss. Ooh, that would make a good screenshot for a wallpaper. Okay, so now to get out of here, you want to grapple these 3 things. I don't really know what they are, to tell the truth. I could look at them through the scan visor, but that would take effort, and I don't believe in taking effort. I need to remind myself to not be a dunce. Scan that, and replace my batteries. Next part, because I'm now paranoid that it's just gonna like fail on me in the next 3 seconds. So you don't go through that door over there because you don't have the ability you need to get across the gap, because it's a very, very long jump. And Samus isn't really good with long jump. So now you'll start to see why these start to get a little bit more difficult. As you can see, these guys here, those are particularly annoying because it just, I always fail miserably at trying to shoot them. And it annoys me so. But it gradually gets harder and harder and harder and harder, and I hate it. I hate it a lot. So activate the other elevator. And I believe this is actually where we were supposed to come to. But the funny thing is, we can't even do anything here. We need, we need an item to actually get into this chamber. But there's the Aurora unit. Aurora unit 217. We can't get through this door. We need a particular item, so we're gonna go and get that first. So jump over here to avoid the fart plumes, because they will knock you down into the abyss. There is an abyss right there. So you might recognize that hulking exosuit there in the middle. That's Gore's powered battle armor. So Gore is definitely here somewhere. Take the right-hand side zipline passage. There are 2. There's the one on the right and one on the left. Take the one on the right first. We'll be taking the one on the left later, once we manage to finally deal with the Aurora unit. And then just head literally straight across, where there are some tin bots waiting for you. Now you'll encounter some familiar looking drones. These aren't Jolly Roger drones, they're more annoying in my opinion. But, you know, You know how it is. You can actually grapple these guys and pull off their things. Alright, so jump in here because this is a missile expansion that I very, very, very often forget to get. It's like so inconspicuously hidden that it's quite ridiculous. Now, here is an interesting part. When you jump on this, this starts to fall down. What you want to do is you'll actually want to just keep coming through here because it's easier to deal with it this way, and you get a special friend voucher for doing it. If you come up here and reach the gate and just pull the gate out of the latches, the Steam boss will fall to their death. Even walks away like a badass. But yeah, for doing that, you'll get a stylish kill friend voucher, which is handy. But now, obviously, we can't get back that way, so we need the item that's in here. I'm going to skip this because it doesn't really need to show you this. We'll be coming back here later at some point, but I mean, it doesn't really matter because we're not really going to be able to get much. Deal with the shriek bats over there because they will pose a problem to you if you don't know they're there. And head up in here. Now, we actually have to come in here first because we have to release those 3 shield things because they're blocking our path. Well, you need to know where your wheels are. You can hear a pulsating sound indicating that there is an item nearby, but we cannot get it yet because we don't have the item, and we won't be coming back here for a while. But, you know how it is. Alright, so now we just grapple across. It's pretty simple. Just don't mess it up like I usually do. Don't ask me how I usually do. I just usually do. So you can stay in your morph ball form when you get over here because you just go up the doohickey. And there's a long spiral mountain ahead of us. And once you're here, ignore those drones and press this button to move the crane into the correct position so that we can not only go through it, but we can actually get over there, because that's kind of important. That's where we're going. Can I hit the door from over here? Fuck, no I can't. Because the damn crane got in my way. God damn it. Got everything. I hate everything. Alright. In through we go. Now the switch is on this side of the room this time. This room is inverted compared to all the others. Make sure you scan that guy too. Be on the lookout for those. There's a couple of lore entries in each place that are fairly inconspicuous, which you will want to scan. Also, there's our new item. It's a morph ball thing, but it's too damn easy. It's always too damn easy. Which is hilarious because we come back here later to do something important. Ah, it's the defense drone. Alright, so this thing's a pretty easy fight. Once it does that, run up to it and grapple its face, pull off the thing, and then shoot it in the brain, even though it's not playing very easy to get right this particular minute. But yeah, rinse and repeat that cycle. It's really easy. This fight's just not... A lot of the bosses in this game are honestly fairly straightforward. Just some are a little more convoluted than others, especially if you're fighting them for the first time. But for the most part, they're really easy like that. It spews out stuff everywhere. I can skip that because I don't really need to show it. Again, if you want to see any of these cutscenes, I'm assuming that you're playing this yourself, because this is a walkthrough designed to help you kind of find everything. I'm not like doing this as a traditional Let's Play. I'm kind of more focusing on trying to make this entertaining while at the same time being as informative as possible. That's the way that's the way I always tried to deal with this project. But in this particular case, and at least with Metroid Primes 1 and 2, I really wanted to try and do that better than I did before. And I definitely didn't do it very well before, so I hope I'm at a better I'm hoping I'm at a better advantage, because I can speak properly now. Actually, no, I can't. I speak worse or Englisher than I did back of the then. It was bad then, and now it's even worser now. Which fucking suctuals. So come over here. This is an easy way down, but it is also an easy way up, because we gotta come, as I said, I gotta come back here later, because that has importance. Also, my sincerest apologies if there's like random jumps all over the place in like my commentary and just like in the footage itself. What the fuck? In the footage itself, because for some reason my capture device seems to be going through some troubles. I thought changing my recording software would have fixed something, but it doesn't. What am I doing? I'm not even focusing right now. Focus. Alright. So we're going back over to the AU unit now. Oh, you recognize that on the screen? That looked like gore. It was gore. Gore has taken over the industry. And you'll notice when we get back here... Oh no, his thing's still here. I'm a stupid. Okay, so like those kinetic orb cannons, you can use your boost ball in order to get through here. Which, this one is a little bit more finicky because it relies more on actual physics than you just kind of, you know, spinning around really fast at the speed of sound. I bounced. Okay, I wish you could skip this part, but you can't. You have to press this button in order to be able to say that the Aurora unit is corrupted and requires repair, blah blah blah, opening a maintenance level hatch. Now we actually have to come down here. Don't know why it doesn't just let you, because it's like, well, it's kind of obvious the AU sort of doesn't have, like, it's not pure or anything. This is an annoying section, but very easy. You can't shoot through the shields, sadly, but it doesn't really matter all that much. So we come in here and upload the virus. You can see the phazon disappears. There you go. 0.0%. Awesome. So I'm going to go up and speak to it in the next episode, because unfortunately our time is kind of up. So I'll see you guys back in the next part. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you then. I'm looking at the ceiling.